Okay guys, so in this video we're going to talk about Aurora Cannabis. So guys, Aurora Cannabis was up huge on Monday's session of 52% to the close at around $17.10, and it's even up in the aftermarkets, guys. So wow, this has been a crazy roller coaster, guys. So we've been through a lot with this stock, and if you guys have been following my channel for some time, you know how I was basically a very depressed about the company in general, but I was just trying to think long term with this, and it looks like things have really turned around quite a bit. So if you guys haven't figured out exactly what happened, there was basically a reverse split, and then the company posted an awesome quarter where revenue was way up, and they beefed up their cash position. So now the stock has been absolutely on a tear since that earnings. So around earnings, the stock was trading at around $5, about five to $6 post split, and now we're at $18, guys. So I just wanted to post this update video for some of you guys out there wondering why the stock price was going up so much and what we're basically have in store for the future. So as you can see here, it does make sense. There is strong resistance at $20, but there is also support at around 16. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens for the rest of the week, because the market as a whole was up huge, and everything was up. So my portfolio did really well this week, and I think it just shows why it's so important to just hang in there and think long term, guys. As fast as things get bad, they can get better. So it's really important to stay focused on your goals and not to panic in any situation when it comes to a financial decision. And a lot of investors were panicking with Aurora Cannabis. They were simply dumping their shares, and I think impatience is a one of the beginner investors' biggest problems, guys. So basically, the stock market is basically set up to transfer money from the impatient to the patient, and why is it like that? Well, it's simply like that because these are real life businesses, guys. So just like we all have good things and bad things in our personal life, businesses are going to experience ups and downs as well. So you really need to just think about, if you're going to invest money in anything, you have to be in it for the long haul. If you guys are into swing trading and stuff like that, that's different. But I think a lot of people out there, when they're buying cannabis stocks, they want to make money with it super fast, and it's just hard to do that sometimes if the earnings are so terrible. So as I was saying, guys, I still think there's a lot of long-term opportunity for Aurora Cannabis. So as you can see here, this is the long-term 1-year chart, and the stock was trading at around $100 post-split around this time last year. So it's still at only $17, guys. So there's so much long-term opportunity. I mean, let's say that it takes around a year or 2 years for Aurora Cannabis stock, as long as they could keep producing decent quarters. And like I said, I think cannabis stocks are going to have a big bounce back in the second half of 2020. You can still put up reach a lot of gains. Now, what is Aurora Cannabis going to trade at in 2022 and 2023? Well, it's obviously probably going to be trading a lot higher, because these companies are really dependent on U.S. federalization, and also just kind of a different change in the way people see cannabis products. So, guys, this is a plant that grows on the earth, and I really think that people are starting to realize there's a lot of medicinal properties as well. There's even been some reports out there of it doing good things for the coronavirus pandemic and sometimes helping patients. So I think it's time to kind of change our perception on what cannabis is. I'm not promoting cannabis for reckless, stupid uses, but I'm promoting it for responsible adult use. So there's a lot of benefits here, guys, and that's one of the reasons why Aurora Cannabis is such a big part of my portfolio. So guys, like I said, I'm just enjoying the run up here, and I think that it's always been one of my favorite cannabis stocks, simply because it has a low cash cost per gram, and the company has awesome products. Okay, so one of the ways I like to do research on some of these products is if I obviously I don't live in Canada myself. One of the nice things you can do is you can go to YouTube, so you can check out other videos and just type in like Aurora Cannabis product review, edible review, and there's a lot of YouTubers on there actually taking these products and trying them in front of you and experimenting with them and giving their results. So I did a lot of research on Aurora Cannabis, even though I live in the United States. It's a Canadian company, and I kept seeing good things from people using the products. They said they enjoyed them, and things like that, and they were really passionate about Aurora's products. they stood by them. So that's kind of what I'm looking for when I'm investing in these types of companies. I'm not only looking for a company with good fundamentals, but I'm looking for a company that people actually like to use the products. I think that's one of the most important things about Aurora Cannabis is that the products line is good and that people like it. So that's one of the reasons why the revenue was so much higher. So guys, I hope this video provided some interesting insights. Up 52%, awesome for you guys out there that bought some bought some call options. Congratulations. You guys made a lot of money, and even it's up big post market. So I'm going to keep making update videos on this company because I really think Aurora might end up being my biggest position as long as the stock keeps going up like this. Right now, currently my biggest position is Roku, but I think Aurora Cannabis has a lot of long-term potential. So for you guys that hung in there with me, congratulations, guys. Really nice to see some gains on this stock. I bought in at around $10 post split, so I'm just finally happy that my patience and perseverance paid off. And it was tough, guys. I held the stock for months as it continued to go down, but I was just I don't know. I was just I've done this before in 2008 where I lost a lot of money in the market and I got scared out and I just said not this time. I'm going to think in 6 to 1 year time frames instead of like a couple days. So stocks will trade volatile in a few days, but in the long run, they should match the earnings of the company. And that's exactly what's happening with Aurora right now. It's starting to mimic those revenue gains and the change in management and just an overall a rosier picture. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content. I am full disclosure, I own shares of Aurora Cannabis, so I'm going to be posting lots of videos on the future. So be sure to smash that subscribe button to get regular updates. So that's it until next time, guys. Take care.